I guess it's working now.
Yeah, it says, Lauren, you look fantastic. Todd says hi. And then Sharon says, we love you, Sarah. So I'm going to assume that we're going and that it's working. And so everybody, welcome to Fairytale Cabaret from Fairytale Cadence. And this is our lovely cast tonight. And please let us know if you are able to see the video and you can hear everybody okay. And we are working through it on our end. This is my first live event. I'm just going to be transparent with you. But we are actually live from 3 different states. We have Heather from New York tonight.
Hello, hello. I'm an Arizona native, but I'm just very happy to be spending time and sharing music with other musicians and artists. So thank you. Yeah.
And we have Lauren from California. Oh, you're on mute. We have Ixie.
Oh, I live in Arizona. Woo!
We have Sarah.
Hey, everybody.
And Alicia.
Hi! Hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast.
Ooh. And myself. And we have put together 2 acts for you, if you will. We're each doing 1 song, so there'll be 12 songs tonight, and they are all of our favorite stories. And actually, we picked some, not obscure ones, but some out-of-the-box ones I'm kind of excited to see. And they're not the ones that you will be expecting, so keep your socks on. And anyways, our first number is With a Smile and a Song, which I will be singing from Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And I like this number because right now, just to be real, it's been kind of difficult the last, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, to stay positive and stay uplifting in this time of coronavirus. So I love this song because it makes me feel happy, and whenever I sing, it just brings a smile to my face. So without further ado, I'm going to play the karaoke track for you guys and hopefully bring a little sunshine to your part of the world. With a smile and a song, life is just a bright sunny day. Your cares fade away, and your heart is young. With a smile and a song, all the world seems to waken anew, rejoicing with you as the song is sung. There's no use in grumbling when raindrops come tumbling. Remember you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. When you smile and you sing, everything is in tune and it's spring and life flows along with a smile and a song. There's no use in grumbling when raindrops come tumbling. Remember you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. When you smile and you sing, everything is in tune and it's spring and life flows along with a smile and a song. Thank you so much, and thank you to YouTube for that fun karaoke. And our next singer is Alicia. and she's actually going to be singing a song I had never heard of before this cabaret, but it's from The Princess and the Pauper from the Barbie movies, and it's called The Cat's Meow. Oh, and here comes Alicia.
Hi, sorry, I'm just having trouble with my first track, so maybe we could go out of order for this one while I get this figured out.
No problem, yeah. So our next song is, Sarah, are you ready to sing about true love?
Yes. That sounds awesome. So a little backstory on this. We had a trip planned to Utah where we were just living for the past 3.5 years. We were supposed to go next weekend because we had tickets to Frozen, and we're so sad that we can't make that. But I'm going to be singing a song that Anna sings in the second act called True Love. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I've sat alone in this room before, hours and hours on end. I know this delusional wish the door would open to reveal a friend. I know this solitude, I know this kind of cold, but I had faith in what the stories told of true love, how I'd find true love. And here I am in this room again, just as lost and small. That lonely girl with a desperate heart is who I am after all. There's no escaping her, but now the dream is gone, because I spent a lifetime counting on true love, true love. I was looking for a fairy tale and dove head first into his. Turns out you can't find love if you don't know what it is. And now it's clear I'll never leave this room. It ends as it began, with no one but myself to blame. I played my part in the plan. Dreaming got me here, and yet the dream won't die. I can't wish it away, no matter how I try. True love, true love, true love. Thank you so much, everybody.
That was so beautiful, Sarah. I love that. It's such a
Thank you.
beautiful song. And we are twins with our hair bows tonight. But now that I'm not Snow White, I'll take it off for Act 2. But anyways, I wanted... Oh, we got Alicia. What song are you singing?
So I'm going to be singing a song called The Cat's Meow, and if anybody grew up with the Barbie movies, the older ones, the original ones, the good ones, this is from The Princess and the Pauper, which had one of the best duets ever, I'm just like you, I'm just like you, you're just like me, you're just like me, and my sisters and I would sing that all the time growing up, And so this is probably my favorite solo from the movie, though it's sung by the girl who's the pauper, and she's masquerading as the princess right now. And she has this cat that kind of acts like a dog. His name is Wolfie, and he fallen in love with the actual princess's cat, and he's trying to act more like a cat to impress her. And so Erica, the pauper, is singing to Wolfie, saying, "You don't need to be anything else other than who you are, because I love you that way." And so this is the cat's meow from The Princess and the Pauper. I can see it when you're feeling low, you can't hide that from me. You're no status quo calico, so why keep trying to be? 'Cause you're more than that. You're my doggish cat. I wish you could see the you I see. Oh, please enjoy those lovely things. I say if you bark, celebrate it. Make your mark, serenade it. Noah's Ark should have had a cat like you. And if what you are is a strange you, doesn't mean you should change you. Only means you should change your point of view. Hey, feline, you fetch just fine. To thine own self be true. Your bow wows, the cat's meow. It's how I know you're you. You don't need the bows or tiara. Bid your woes sayonara. Trust your woes, 'cause it knows the way to go. When you chase your tail, you're enchanting. Spirits sail when you're panting. When you wail, you're over Romeo. There is not one hair on you that I would rearrange. I love you the way you are, and that will never change. That will never change. Thank you.
I love that song. It's so fun. And I don't have a cat, but I have this cute little puppy that wanted attention. Her name is Athena, and she has modeled before. She has more of a prolific career than me. But anyways, our next number is Lovely Night from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. And fun fact, we actually did a cabaret last year called If the Shoe Fits, a Cinderella cabaret with Alicia, Lauren, and myself and Joey. And Lauren actually sang this number in our cabaret, but this time it'll be a solo without the stepsisters and the stepmother. So why did you choose Lovely Night? Oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you. Sorry. Oh. One minute. Okay. No problems. We got it. So, it's hard, technical difficulties with live streams. We will get it figured out, don't you worry. Hold on just a second. So, would Heather be able to go next with her number? Hi. Lauren just needs to work out some of her sound, but I thought we could skip to Soon from Thumbelina. And what made you decide to choose Soon?
I chose this song because Thumbelina was a story, it was a movie I would watch all the time when I was a kid. And then I kind of feel like I forgot about it. And and then one day when you said fairy tales, it just kind of took me back to thinking of when I was a kid and what I used to love to listen to. And I felt that she had such a sweet song that I wanted people to hear if they've never heard it before. So, yeah.
So excited to hear. Take it away.
Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. I know there's someone who's sure to find me soon. After the rain goes, there are rainbows. I'll find my rainbow soon. Soon it will be ending. Love, can you hear me? If you're near me, sing a song sure and strong and sweet.
Oh my God, I loved Thumbelina growing up, and that was so beautiful. Thank you so much. That's one of my favorite numbers in that show, next to "Let Me Be Your Wings." Oh my, I love the flying sequence of that song.
Oh, it's so sweet, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm like, can I just have a boyfriend like Cornelius?
It's okay.
But
You know.
But yeah. Uh, but thank you so much for picking that song. I noticed that your other number 2 is a Don Bluth film as well.
I think I was just really feeling it that day. So yeah.
He actually has a theater in Arizona, and I did a couple of shows there, Guys and Dolls and We're No Angels, which is really interesting. He has some cool stories about the animation process. We're still waiting for Lauren to rejoin, so I'm going to move to Ixie's number Beyond My Wildest Dreams.
Hello.
From The Little Mermaid.
That's right. Ha 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 ha.
I love your wig.
Oh, thanks.
It's so beautiful. Very well styled with the Ariel bangs.
I give all the kudos in the world to Amanda Glenn for this beautiful, gorgeous wig. I mean, Amanda Glenn is talented in many other facets of her life. It is really not fair that she should also be able to do the perfect aerial swoop in a wig.
I know.
So, anyway, I guess I'm here to sing and not just babble about how great I think my friends are. Oh goodness, speaker's falling over. I'm here to sing Beyond My Wildest Dreams, which is one of my favorite numbers from the Little Mermaid musical. I think it gives Ariel some life and some joy. And she's so effervescent in this number. So I love that about her. I love how fearless she is and how excited she is about the world around her. And that's what the song is. So I'm gonna do it now. Please. Oh, just look. It's like I'm in a storybook. Oh, it's bliss. I dreamed that it would be somewhat, but not like this. Look over there. Oh my God, how very odd, and what might they be? Something splendid, maybe. Look over here. Oh, could you bust? Isn't it just bedazzling, dazing, utterly amazing? Gazing round, it's like to die. Just being here feels so good. I'd scream if I only could. I'd hoped and wished and wanted so to be here. Wished and prayed and planned it to a T. Prayed and wow, just look, it's really me here. Walking around, strange as it seems, somewhere beyond my wildest dreams. Look, it's him. So handsome and refined and slim, sweet, sincere, magnificent from head to toe. And oh, I'd hoped and wished my life would feel enchanted. Wished and prayed the fates would hear my plea. Prayed, and wow, my prayers are more than granted. Look at it all, hall after hall, perfect as you could please here. Marvels galore, and even more. Gee, did I mention he's here? And if who knows, all of it goes past even these extremes. Just look at me, and you will see someone beyond her wildest dreams.
Thank you so much, Ixie. I love that.
I love that song. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to wear this wig.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's just amazing. I love the wig.
Thank you.
It's very kudos. Bye. So we are going to move to Lauren for A Lovely Night from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about all the technical difficulties. Zoom is hard at times, guys.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes! You got your voice back from the Sea Witch. Ixie's song worked.
Thank the heavens and the underworld. Okay. I realized that my microphone on my computer was not set up for sound, so I was just, it was not working. Okay. So this is A Lovely Night. This song, I love the imagery in this song. It just brings such happy feelings for me. Remembering all of the, the Cinderella movies that I watched when I was a kid, the soundtracks that I listened to, it kind of just brings back that picture in my head from the Brandy Cinderella movie when she enters the ball, even though this song isn't playing at that time in the movie. That's what the song makes me think of. Just a lovely night, sparkly dresses, stars, just that happy atmosphere. This is A Lovely Night. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet a prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stepsisters are singing now. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet a prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Thanks, guys.
Yay! Thank you so much, Lauren. That was great and brought back memories of the Cinderella Cabaret. But I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I see all the comments. They're like, we love Lauren, Sarah, Heather, and Ixie, and everybody. So thank you for all the love and the shout outs. And I love the using the words clap on Facebook to enact clapping. But anyways, I thought we could take a 5-minute break instead of the normal 15, just so if you need to get some water, use the restroom, get some snacks, that kind of thing. So I will turn my screen to our little picture poster I made, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes. So I'd say at 7:39. So hopefully that works, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. Hello, Facebook. We are back for Act 2 of our Fairytale Cabaret. And our next number will actually be Sarah, and it's a mashup of 2 songs from Sleeping Beauty. It's I Wonder and Once Upon a Dream.
Hey guys! So some backstory about this song. I hadn't seen Sleeping Beauty in I don't know how many years. And so I just watched it on Disney Plus the other week. I sang this song for an audition last year and kind of fell in love with it, but wanted to learn more about the story again. And so I watched it and I kind of realized that it's very much like the original, like, Daddy, I love him. And it's just like instant first love and that feeling, that excitement. Not a lot of girl power, really empowerment that you see in the more modern Disney princesses, but I wanted to give Aurora a shout out because girlfriend's got some pipes, and I'm gonna try and give this a go. So we'll see. I wonder why each little bird has a someone to sing to, sweet these two. A gay little lark melody. I wonder if my heart keeps singing, will my song go ringing to someone will find me and bring back a love song to me. All right, cue the woodland forest animal. I know you, I've walked with you once upon a dream. I know you, that gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam. Yet I know it's true that visions are seldom always seen. But if I know you, I'll know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. Yet I know it's true that visions are seldom always seen. But if I know you, I'll know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. Thanks, everybody.
That was beautiful. I keep saying the word of the night is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, April.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sarah. I love Sleeping Beauty. It's such a classic, and she is only in like 18 minutes of the film, and it's the original voice is Mary Costa, which was an opera singer. So I just thought that was really interesting. Out of all the other princesses, she has like the least screen time, but she has some of the most memorable songs. Speaking of memorable songs, our next song is When Will My Life Begin, which seems to resonate with a lot of people in quarantine at the moment. And this one is from Tangled, and it's about Rapunzel up in the tower, and Lauren is going to be singing this little ditty.
Hello again. Yes, so when April asked me to do this cabaret, I immediately thought of this song. I feel, I mean, I empathize so much with Rapunzel right now. I'm very much an activities person, and I like to have a busy schedule laid out with, activities. So that's what I did for myself when I suddenly found myself with all of this empty time. And I've learned some new skills. It's been awesome at times, but other times I just feel, restless like she did, wanting to be part of the world again. So this is When Will My Life Begin? So you can hear it. 7 a.m., the usual morning lineup. Starting the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin? Then after lunch, it's puzzles and darts and baking. Paper mache, a bit of ballet and chess. Pottery and ventriloquy, candle making. Then I'll stretch, maybe sketch, take a climb, sew a dress, and I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more, I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, stuck in the same place I've always been. And I'll keep wondering and wondering and wondering and wondering, when will my life begin? Tomorrow night, the lights will appear just like they do on my birthday each year. What is it like out there where they glow? Now that I'm older, Mother might just let me go. Maybe. Will she let me go? I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. But that was wonderful. And yeah, that is the question. Like, when will we all be out and about? But for the meantime, we will just keep on entertaining and making the best of every day that we can. The next song is it's from the musical Twisted by Star Kid, and it actually tells a story of Jafar, kind of in the same vein as Wicked, where it's his take on events and his backstory, and it's an interesting retelling of the story of Aladdin. But in this retelling, they have the character of Scheherazade, and she's usually a storyteller, and in Twisted, she is the love interest of Jafar. And the next song is 1001 Nights, which is my personal favorite song from the show, and I felt this would be a great opportunity to basically maybe get you interested in hearing this really lovely duet. Duets don't work well in Zoom, so I'm going to make it a solo, and Here is 1001 Nights. I know 1,000 tales to fill 1,000 nights, but now another story comes to mind. A noble young vizier ascends to wondrous heights. He's brilliant as he's handsome, and handsome as he's kind. He is at once familiar and unknowable to the frightened girl he meets along the way. And to the girl's surprise, something in his eyes beckons her to know him and inspires her to say, I want to know your story, I want to know your past. So tell me slowly from the start, leave out no detail, savor every part. I want to know your story, so make the story last. I want to know each twist and turn. Tell me all I've missed, I've so much to learn. For when it comes to stories, I thought I knew them all. Now I'm face to face with one I can't seem to recall. 1001 nights with you is not enough to spend, so let's make ours a story with no end. So let's make ours a story with no end. So I had to splice the ending to make it not as incomplete, but on second thought, I don't think it worked as well. But anyways, that was 1001 Nights from Twisted, the untold story of a royal vizier. And our next number actually is Alicia, if she's not too shy to perform it. That's terrible puns. But it's from Once Upon a Mattress, the song Shy.
Someone's being bashful, that's no way to be, not with me. Can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you, and I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy. I confess it, I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear? 'Cause I'm shy. And you may be sure, way down deep I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by, I pretend to be strong. But as weak as I am, all I can do is try. God knows I try, though I'm frightened and shy. And despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be dripping with glamour, as often as she'll stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted with romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. Quite often a lady's not as hard to please as she seems. Quite often she'll settle for something less than the man of her dreams. Oh, I'm getting fishing for a mate. I'm gonna look in every brook But how much longer must I wait with bated breath and book? That was great! And that is why, though I'm painfully shy, I'm insane to know which, sir. You, sir, not you, sir, then who, sir? Where, sir, and when, sir? I couldn't be tenser. So let's get this show now. Get on with the fun, man. I am one man. Thanks.
Yes! Go girl, go! I love that. I can't belt, so anybody who can belt, I'm like, yes.
It's a lie, she can. She
Yeah.
definitely can.
Sometimes. But our next number is another Don Bluth. I've actually never seen this film. This is An American Tale, Fievel Goes West, and it's Dreams to Dream. And Heather will be singing this one. And after she selected the song, I'm like, it's so beautiful. And I can't. Take it away.
Yeah, so just real quick with this song, I mainly chose it because I was thinking again about my childhood, and the main character is a little mouse, and she sings, and her name is Tanya, and I have a sister who is not a little mouse, but she sings, and her name is Tanya, so this song is for my sister, so yeah. Dreams to dream in the dark of the night, when the world goes wrong, I can still make it right. I can see so far in my dreams. I'll follow my dreams until they come true. There is a star waiting to guide us, shining inside us when we close our eyes. Don't let go if you stay close to me in my dreams tonight. You will see what I see. Dreams to dream as near as can be, inside you and me. They always come true. Thank you.
That was so beautiful. Very wonderful job, Heather. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And I love...
Movie, you should watch it.
I finally watched American Tail, like, the last week, so I need to watch the sequel.
It's on Netflix.
Oh my goodness. The next and final number of our cabaret is Ixie with Last Midnight from Into the Woods. What inspired you to choose Last Midnight?
Well, we have in this lovely cabaret, there are so many talented women, and there are all of these beautiful, wonderful princess songs. And I was like, I feel like there's more to fairy tales than just the princesses. Don't get me wrong. We love our princesses. We stan. But I think that there is something really powerful about this song and about the witch as a character from Into the Woods. And I just really, really love it. And I had the opportunity to sing this song very recently at the Brelby Good versus Evil Cabaret, which I wanted to bring it home to why we were doing this, which was about where we're doing this not just because we all love singing and to raise people's spirits, but we're also doing this. April set this up as a lovely way to promote the fundraiser for the Arizona Relief Fund, which you can donate. I'm assuming she's put a link somewhere. I don't know how Facebook Live works.
Yes, I did. It's in the event description on the Facebook page.
Way to keep the real meaning of the cabaret at bay.
You're welcome. It's not just about cats who sound like dogs. Although I loved that song choice. Anyway, the point is, everything is light and beautiful, but sometimes fairy tales are dark and creepy, and that's what this song is, and that is why I'm singing it. The end. I'm done babbling. Let's sing now. It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boo. Squish. Told a little lie. Stole a little gold. Broke a little vow. Did you have to get your prince? Have to get your cow? Have to get your wish? Doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splat. Nothing but a vast midnight. Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We could always give her the boy. No, of course what really matters is the blame. Someone you can blame. Fine, if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch. You're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father. Like his son will be too, or why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight. So goodbye, all. Coming at you fast, midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here, you want a bean? Have another bean. Beans were made for making you rich. Plant them and they soar. Here, you want some more? Listen to the roar, giants by the score. Well, you can blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours, all right, mother, win. Lost the beans again, punish me the way you did then. Give me claws and a hunch, just away from this bunch. And the gloom, and the doom, and the boom.
Oh my God, Ixie, I want to see you as the witch in Into the Woods.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Yes. That was awesome.
That was amazing.
Everybody was awesome.
But I want to invite everybody back to video. Ixie's back. Everybody's back. But like Ixie was saying, and I'm silly and did not say it at the beginning of our stream, but all proceeds, if you feel inclined to donate and if you have the means, that is the important part. If you have the means, and if you don't, just enjoy the event. If you do, awesome, donate. And it's for the Artist Relief Fundraiser with the Arizona Awards, which I think is wonderful to support our community of artists, especially during these trying times. And I do want to emphasize that I love all the art of Arizona. And actually, it's crazy, but I felt more connected to my fellow artists through this than I actually had previously, which is kind of contradictory, but there's been like fun play readings and different cabarets presented on the Valley with these live streams, and it's just really cool, and I love seeing all the art that everybody's making. So I did want to give a shout out to that is what any funds that I raise from this event are going to that, not to us. They're going to that to support Valley theaters, because I love doing that. I work a 9-to-5 job, and it's just so important for me with the art. It's just very therapeutic. I love the community. I love seeing shows, and that is my plug for that. And I apologize for not doing it sooner. But I did have it linked in the page, so I do get a point for that. But anyways, I wanted to open it up to you guys, and I wanted to ask a question of what has been your favorite theater experience that either inspired you to get into the field or is just your favorite memory of working on a show. And I just want to open it up to everybody, like just sharing your favorite experiences in theater.
There are too many to choose from. I mean, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like theater is just life, and it's so healing. Like April said, like we all work full-time jobs, but for me, when I'm in a show, I'm my happiest self. And if I am dead tired, there is still nothing that I would rather do at the end of the day than go and be surrounded by fellow artists and sing and create and perform. And it's just, I don't know, there's nothing like it. And I think with each show brings a unique experience. And I think you learn something different from each show. And that's why, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's so dang addicting. It's like, you just can't have enough of it. You can't. Lots of head nods.
Yes. I don't know. I think that about sums it up. I can't really pinpoint a single experience that kind of started it all for me, unless it would, I mean, I can think of the first time I watched a piece of theater that inspired me to want to become a part of that community. And that was it was a production of Les Mis at the Wolf Trap out on the East Coast. And I was like 7. But yeah, no, it's anything that involves communally making music or creating something from scratch into a final product and working with other people to get there. I think that's, it's so rewarding. So every show I do, like Sarah said, it's been a different experience, and I've felt that in different ways, maybe even more sometimes and less other times, but it's always there. So
Les Mis was mine. You stole it. How dare you have similar experiences?
Who doesn't love Les Mis?
No, basically there were 2 big moments for me, and the first was when I was very, very young. Beauty and the Beast, Disney's Beauty and the Beast was my movie. I had to watch it 5 or 6 times a day. I would cry if they removed the VHS tape. I'm sorry, Elfie, I'm sorry. My cat really wanted to be a part of this. But That was my jam, and I was very fortunate when I was small to see one of the first national tours of the show. And when the Enchantress, like, she's this old haggard woman and she's suddenly flying through the air with sparklers in her hands, and my little like 6-7-year-old self looked up and was like, that's what I'm gonna do. And that Les Mis was my first community theater experience. I got to play Madame Thénardier. I'm sure everyone currently is shocked. And it was yeah, what do you mean no? What do you mean no? Yeah, so that was theater for me. Yes, thank you.
I grew up playing the violin, and I
Woo!
didn't sing at all. I was like kind of scared of it. And then I went to college for violin, and that's where I met Alicia, who played piano for me. And we ended up being in the same choir together, and then I was just kind of like, I think I like singing more because there's just something, it's so hard to explain that, like, when you're singing or even singing with other people, it's just this energetic feeling of like, it's just releasing so much, like, I don't know how to explain, like, there's really no words for it. And it's therapeutic, and the people in the community, when we come together and create art, it's just like people inspire me to want to be better, and hopefully I do the same for them, and it's just so addicting, and I can't explain the feeling of what it's like when you're on stage and you're like, oh my God, am I gonna get this? Am I gonna get it right? Or am I gonna do it? And then you do it and you're like, I just did it, and it's like it's just so fun to walk away and be like, let's do it again, so I don't know. That's how I feel.
Okay. I guess that's my turn. So the question is, when did we know? Was there like a moment that we knew? Okay. So I've been performing kind of my whole life. My mom is a singer, and she encouraged us all of us kids to be musicians growing up. We all took piano lessons, and I'm the one who stuck with piano. I liked it. I loved it so much, and I ended up studying that in college. But I've always wanted to be kind of known more as a singer, but I was really intimidated by a couple of my other sisters and never thought I was really as good as them. And I know that's not true. I know they'd be so embarrassed to know that that I thought that, but it's just I was really insecure about it. And so my voice professor in college was the first person who ever told me my voice was beautiful. And so after that, I think that was kind of a moment where I thought, okay, I could potentially do this, at least just have an outlet for it. And so I found as many outlets as I could to sing as a soloist. That's why I ended up working at Black Bart Steakhouse, where the waiters sing, because I started as a pianist, and then I was like, I want to sing. And so I started working as a bus and busted my butt, and it was really hard work, but I got to sing, and that was really important to me. And music has always been a part of my life. I'm a music director, and I'm a teacher, and all these kinds of things. I'm just a musician, but singing, there's something about carrying your instrument with you everywhere you go. Yeah, Heather, you know the Switch life.
Yeah.
So I got cast in a couple of things when I was in college in Flagstaff, but I ended up not being able to do either of them because of my class load, and being a music major is just so demanding of your time, especially being an accompanist as a student. I had negative time. Yeah. And so, but then I was asked to sub violin on a production of Next to Normal right after I graduated, and it kind of reignited my love for theater. I'd kind of always loved it, but I wasn't obsessed with it as I am now. And as soon as I started playing in pits again, I just really knew that I needed to be singing and on the stage at some point. And so I started auditioning in the beginning of 2018 and got cast in a Brelby show by August. It took a little bit, but and I just never stopped. And I'm loving every second of it, and just learning and gleaning every single piece of information I can. So it's been a lot of things. It's been teachers, it's been my mom, it's been my family, and just experiences in general that just elevate this experience of being a human and us creating things together. Yeah, like there's so much art is happening right now, even virtually. Like I was just part of a couple different readings of things. I've got more readings of shows, plays, and musicals next week, which is really, really cool. I did MET's Cabaret last night. There's so much happening, and I think it's really beautiful that the art community is banding together when we're all suffering, especially if your job is in the arts. Like we're all struggling. So I think it's really cool that we're trying to support each other more than ever.
I just want to say real quick that Alicia was one of the first individuals that influenced me and inspired me to become a singer and to follow my dreams, because she was doing the same thing after she graduated before me. And I just saw her just do it. She was just doing it. And I was like, well, why not? It was that easy. I don't know. I saw her do it and I was like, okay, let's try it. And like, thrived.
That's so awesome. I love that. Mine would have to be my dad really loves the film, or the 1965 Cinderella, the Leslie Warren. He showed it to me, and I just, ever since that time, when I auditioned for my first show in 5th grade, it was Wizard of Oz. I was Dorothy. My grandma made the dress, and my dad helped me learn the lines. So I think it's because of my dad that I love theater, and I still do it, and he still comes to my shows, so it's because of my dad that I love theater.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Nobody in my family can sing except for me. They're all kind of not tone deaf, but they try.
One.
They try.
All right, you represent, girl.
But that's my story. I love Wizard of Oz. We'd watch Sound of Music, like all those films growing up. And that's my story. And I really want to say thank you all for joining me tonight and going through all the crazy Zoom difficulties. Because Zoom is hard, man. It's hard. And there's no like really good guide of how to use it. But I just want to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I love hearing all of you guys sing, because there's a lot of cabarets where they're like, we'll do miscast of whatever, and I just like it when people choose their own songs and do what they want to perform, because I think that's more intimate and it's more personal, to be honest. Nothing against miscast concerts, they're awesome, but I like the ones where the performers can be like, let me show off this song. Do you guys have any parting words or thoughts?
So my parents are technology impaired, so they weren't able to watch this, but and like I have friends that are international, and it's like 4 a.m. their time, so like for people who maybe couldn't tune in tonight, is there a way that they can maybe see this later on?
Oh yeah, once this feed ends, then I think it takes like an hour or two for it to go to Facebook or like save in a format, and then they can watch it on the Facebook page or the event page where the link was saved. I hope that helps. And it's been going the whole time. I see all the comments where they're like, woo, yay! So I know that it's going. So we were not interrupted in our stream, so it's still going. So that's good. Win for me, 1 point. But I was thinking of doing this again in May, and if you guys want to join in, I would love to have all of you again for another night of fairy tales, or maybe we could do a different theme of villains, or I don't know. That seems like it's a good choice.
Bring it on.
So if you guys are all inclined, I'm all game.
Love it.
What's up, girl?
But do you guys have any parting words or words of wisdom or anything you want to end the night on?
Wash your hands. Throw
Yes.
things away, fellow New Yorkers. I see your gloves and your masks on the ground. Throw it away. Throw it away. And everybody,
Calling them out.
just, take care of yourselves and just be careful. It's kind of scary out there, so yeah.
I would say just to try and keep hope for everybody, whatever is their way to fill themselves with hope and joy, to just keep doing that. And even on the bad days, to just try to stick it out and know that you're not alone.
I guess I'll quote, I have to blame my girlfriend for getting me into a show called Critical Role, which is where a bunch of nerdy voice actors play Dungeons and Dragons. And they have a talk show where they then talk about their show where they play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god.
Something that the host says every at the end of every show that I just love, and it brings me so much joy, is don't forget to love each other. And I think that's really important right now. So.
And on that vein, I would say reaching out to people is a really, not even in like a how you doing kind of way, but for activities that I know that's really helped me to stay active, because one of the things that really holds together my mental stability is to have a routine, especially with exercise. And now not being able to go to the gym and not having a regular schedule for work, it really threw off my routine for a few weeks, and I went into a big old depression, and it was not fun. But I decided one day, it was this last week, I mean, I've kind of gotten back onto it, but I think on Tuesday I posted a workout on my story on Instagram and asked if anybody wanted to do it with me, and a few people responded, and so I did like a live thing, and people got to see me suffer through a workout, but it gave me a motivation to do it, because there were some people who watched it and did it with me, or like watched it 24 hours later or something, and so I did another one today, and my sister and I did it, so it was really fun. So just like reaching out, maybe like doing some kind of activity with another person virtually, I think is not only a great way to stay connected, but to just stay connected to your mind, so then you can still feel like yourself, even if you're stuck at home.
Yeah. Don't have insane expectations for yourself during this period of time, because I did at first. I was furloughed from my job pretty early on because I work at a hotel. And I was like, okay, this is the plan. Every day I'm going to do this and this and this and this, and I'm going to learn this. But like, do what your soul and your body wants to do. Use this time to listen to it. And call your grandma.
I love that. I'm a perfectionist, so I totally usually have like a list and I want to do everything, but right now I'm just like, you got out of bed, you took a shower, you had breakfast, that's good. And it's enough. So it's hard, and I just do one thing at a time because I can get overwhelmed easily, and so that's my advice, one thing at a time. And I know that's probably really bland, but I think it's really important right now. Just otherwise, too much at once can just really throw off your groove, as Cusco would say. But I'm going to end the stream on Facebook. So